In the dusty cradle of civilization, where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers fed the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, there lived a man who was more than a king, more than a warrior, and more than a legend. He was Gilgamesh, the first hero ever recorded in human history. His story, etched in cuneiform on ancient clay tablets over 4,000 years ago, is the oldest known epic in the world. The Epic of Gilgamesh, a tale of gods and mortals, of friendship, adventure, and the search for immortality. Gilgamesh was the king of Uruk, a mighty city in ancient Sumer. 2/3 god and 1/3 man, he was unmatched in strength and beauty. But he was also arrogant, ruling his people with a heavy hand, taking what he wanted and answering to no one. His people cried out to the gods, and the gods answered, not with punishment, but with a challenge. From the wild forests came Enkidu, a beast of a man created by the gods to humble Gilgamesh. Covered in hair, living with animals, Enkidu was raw power and pure instinct. But when the two finally met, it wasn't hatred that defined them. It was friendship. They fought, yes, one of the greatest battles in ancient literature. But it ended in respect, and from that moment on, they were brothers. Together, they defied gods. They slew the monster Humbaba, guardian of the Cedar Forest. They killed the bull of heaven, sent by the furious goddess Ishtar after Gilgamesh rejected her. And with each victory, their names grew. They were no longer just men. They were legends. But the gods do not forget, and they do not forgive. As punishment, they struck Enkidu with illness. The mighty warrior, once wild and unstoppable, faded before Gilgamesh's eyes. And in his friend's death, Gilgamesh found something no battle could prepare him for. Fear, not of monsters, not of gods, but of death, of the void, of being forgotten. So he left his throne and wandered the earth, seeking the secret of eternal life. His journey led him across burning deserts and treacherous seas, to the immortal flood survivor Utnapishtim, Mesopotamia's version of Noah. There Gilgamesh learned a painful truth, that immortality is not for men, that death is the fate of all humanity. And yet, in that failure, he found wisdom. He returned to Uruk, not as the tyrant who once ruled by fear, but as a king shaped by sorrow, friendship, and the search for meaning. He looked upon the walls of his city and realized they were his legacy, not eternal life, but what we build, what we leave behind. Gilgamesh, warrior, king, seeker of truth, was not just a man of his time. He was the first to ask the question that still haunts us today. What does it mean to be human? His story, preserved across millennia, is more than just myth. It is memory. The memory of a people, of a civilization, and of humanity's first true hero,